Okay, so I'm talking to Matt Glotzbach from Google Enterprise, and we're at the MIT EmTech '08 conference. So tell me a little bit about some of the recent big news that's coming out from Google Enterprise.
Sure. Probably the biggest news to note as of late was another product addition to our Google Apps product suite, which was video for Google Apps, released a few weeks back, basically allowing YouTube-style sharing of video, but securely within a company. We've seen a lot of really interesting uses, even just since the product launch, of companies using to share video kind of amongst teams, to share information about a trip report in video, a meeting status update in video.
And they're embedding these into their business sites.
Exactly. Every video is embeddable as a gadget into Google Sites, into Google Docs, and as HTML into any intranet HTML page. So really useful kind of ways that you wouldn't have necessarily thought to use video, but now that it's available as a service, it's easily accessible to everyone. It's low cost. It's concluded in the $50 per user per year.
Right.
It's catching on like wildfire.
And it works similarly to how you would use YouTube or Google Video.
Exactly, similar to YouTube in that you take a video, you upload it, and then it diverges in that instead of then just sharing it publicly with the world, you set up permissions much like you would with Google Docs or Google Sites and say this person has access, or this group of people has access, or everyone within my company has access. But you have that robust security model to decide who gets to see the video that you're sharing.
Well, I have to ask because the big news from Google this week is the announcement of the first Android phone, and wondering what from Google Enterprise, just sort of out of the gate when the phone comes out, what are some of the integrations you're going to have from a Google Enterprise and from the Google Apps side,
Sure.
and maybe some of the things you might see going forward.
Sure. The phone was just announced this week, as you said, the first implementation with T-Mobile on the G1 phone, and and the big focus on Android is all about the open platform. So obviously from a business point of view, you can write any application for business use specific to that company or through a third-party vendor for business use. So that's one key right out of the gate. Second is obviously the phone comes sort of pre-integrated with Google Apps, and that includes the business version of Google Apps. So just like as a consumer user, and I think this was demoed in the unveiling, you can put in your ID and password. You can do the same on the business side and get rich integration with mail, with calendar, etc. All push-based applications. The data being pushed directly to your phone. Which is key for a business user.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Matt.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Have a good show.